Hello fellow hunters, welcome to the stream. So today, not Hunt Sim 2. As requested, let's play some Deer Hunter 2005. Yeah, hi, welcome to the stream. Something new for me, a midweek stream. Yeah, hi, hey, we have viewers, great. So, standard question at first. Audio, okay? I changed nothing so far, but the mic cracks a bit, okay? I think that is normal at the beginning of the stream. That should fix itself. I heard that. Sounds a bit glitchy, okay. When I watched the recent stream replays at the beginning, it sounds the same, I think. But it fixed itself really quick. Only when I talk. Okay, let's unmute the microphone. So I'm unmuted now. Maybe it fixed it. Okay. Yeah, let's do it anyway. If you can understand me, that's fine, I think. Maybe you can give me an update if the crackling sound or the glitchy sound fixes itself. So, Deer Hunter 2005. Yeah, like I said in the title for the stream, let's start a new profile. I created this profile for the channel a while ago, but had no chance so far to really play with it. It has 1 trophy, 2 profile points, and we have the impressive rank of a tenderfoot. Yeah. On console, no, this game is PC only. It's 20 years old, and at that time, these, let's call it the more complex games, were PC only. Still cracks, but it's alright, okay. That's okay. I have no idea why it cracks. I don't know. It's gone. Ah, that's great. That's great. I think it is the same as with the recent streams. At the beginning of the replays, I heard that too, but at some point. Okay, let's do the stream and we see how it goes. So the profile, yeah, we have the mighty rank of a tenderfoot, so we know nothing. At first, a question: are you interested in some basic information about the game, the skill points and stuff, or you know the game and that's not necessary? Okay, let's start with the game. I'm talking a bit while hunting. Okay. So this profile is almost completely fresh. I have 1 trophy in this profile. This was during a test. So let's start with the maps. I personally prefer to start with one of the easier maps, the stock maps, Georgia. Let's join the map. Let's see what we can find. So in Georgia, I prefer to start in these fields in the north. It's in most cases quite rewarding, and at the beginning of the game with this low profile score, I get points for almost everything. So every bug gives progress. That's the most important information for now. Yeah. So one major difference between this and, let's say, Thund3r 2, in Deer Hunter 2005, you have the option for a useful, I call it useful, third-person mode. It has a big advantage: you can see a lot more. You can benefit from the full view distance. As in Thund3r 2, the third-person mode just looks strange and gives not that much benefits. Yeah, there are a lot of different calibers. I think I show that between a map change. But I think we stay in first person mode, because third person, it is a lot easier. So let's increase the difficulty. What I think is important in Deer Hunter 2005, the wind direction. You see in the top right corner, you have the wind direction indicator. This is a whitetail bug, but it is a spike bug, I think. Yeah, it's a spike. He gives no points, so I ignore him. The game was actually made in 2004. I think in fall this year, Deer Hunter 2005 turns 20 years old. And I think for this anniversary there will be either a special video or a stream, I don't know. But I will do something for this anniversary. This is a doe? No, this is a fawn. You are not allowed to shoot them at all. You get punished because your hunt gets illegal instantly if you shoot the small ones. You have a bag limit of 1 doe and 2 bucks. That's important. If you exceed this bag limit, you get illegal, and you lose profile points. So you need to be a bit more careful than in Thund3r 2. And the benefit of this starting location in the Georgia map is, in my opinion, these fields. You can see a lot, and the deer get attracted by the fields. So I found some very nice trophies in this area. And it's not that dense as in the forest near the river. We will see that later. I'm using actually, yeah, it's totally overkill. It's a 375 H&H Magnum I'm using. It's my personal favorite caliber in Deer Hunter 2005. It's way overkill for hunting deer, I know that. In fact, it's basically it's a big game bullet. I think it was, or still is, the minimum requirement to hunt dangerous game in Africa, as far as I know. It's a massive bullet, and way too big for deer, in fact. but it's a game, so I don't care that much. There is a doe. Okay. You can shoot one doe per map to stay inside the bag limit. But they don't give profile points. So you can take one, but it doesn't make a difference for the progress in your profile. In fact, you need bugs. So at first, when you start the game, yeah, I can imagine that it hits really hard, and not only the prey. So I saw pictures of a 375 H&H. It's huge. But you have a very large selection of calibers in this game. That's one of the impressive parts. You have a lot of options for weapon customization. And the great thing, there we have a bug. Okay. Our weapon is calibrated on 200 meters. I think we take him in this early stage of the game. The score will be not that high, but that is completely... So 200 meters, we have close to 120. Yeah. I aimed a bit too high, but he goes down. Yeah, a massive hole. I can imagine that with a huge bullet like that. I imagine it's a lot of fun. If you can handle the recoil. So this is our, let's say this is our first bug for the profile. The test trophy I shot while testing the game and the settings. Let's say it doesn't count. So this one is quite okay, but the score, the effective score of the trophy depends on the size of the antlers, how many spikes, and if it's a regular antler or a typical or non-typical. So they have different parts in the trophy room. So this will not give a so great score, but at the beginning of the game it doesn't matter at all. It's a bug and it gives profile points. Let's collect him. $117. Okay, like I said, that's quite low. I think the record book trophy range starts around 180 points and the world record range starts at 200 points, I think. But for the beginning, it's fine. So since we shot him, everything else will be spooked. Let's change the area. Yeah, and to the weapons. So what I'm using, I'm not using a standard rifle. This is a customized rifle. The game comes with a good selection of pre-made rifles, combinations and calibers. But you can create your own setup. It's quite easy. And you can You can change the calibration, the distance, zeroing, and the caliber, and the skin of the weapon, and the type of scope, and the zoom, and yeah, and you can even change the crosshair. As you can see, I'm using a custom crosshair. It was made by members of the Granddad Lodge, a great Deer Hunter 2005 website. I'm using this because it matches the widescreen patch a lot better than the standard scopes. This one is already very elliptic, so not perfectly round, but the standard crosshairs are even worse. So this one looks by far the best if you play with the widescreen patch. That's a fawn. The biggest animal in the game, as far as I know, and as far as I collected trophies, the whitetail deer are the heaviest in the game. So a whitetail buck in Deer Hunter 2005 can get over 300 pounds. They are rare in that size, but it's possible. And all the other species, so mule deer, blacktail deer, and of course roe deer, they are smaller and lighter. So let's slow down a bit, so we can take a look at the map. We have our GPS. We started in the north near the fields, and now we are at the river. And a good tactic or strategy for a new profile, I think, in this map is to follow the river. Because you can see quite far, and in this very open forest on the other side of the river, it's also a good place for finding deer. Yeah, but take it with a grain of salt. A 300 pounder in Deer Hunter 2005, it's extremely rare. How much does the game cost? That's difficult, because it's really hard to get it if you want to pay for it. So it's that old. You can look for a CD version, maybe on eBay or whatever. I think Amazon has nothing in stock. A few years ago, I found a really cheap brand new copy of the game on Amazon, and I bought it for my collection. In fact, the game is abandoned. It was developed by Southlogic Studios. They no longer exist. And it was published by Atari. And Atari dropped the Deer Hunter IP completely and sold it many years ago, I think, to a mobile game company publisher thing, I think. And they released some mobile games under the Deer Hunter name, but nothing even close to Deer Hunter 2005. So the game is in a gray zone, let's call it that way. It is abandoned by the developer and the publisher. It's no longer available in stores. And it's, I think, classified as abandonware, so you can download the game. And I'm not a lawyer, so I'm careful. I'm careful what I'm saying. You can download the game, and as far as I know, it is no copyright problem. But abandonware overall is a difficult topic. Yeah, rare furs. Yes, they exist. They are even more rare than 300-pounder whitetail deer. You have some very rare versions in this game. You can find a comic doe that looks like Bambi. No joke. It's very rare. And I think there is also a variation of deer. They have a branding in their fur, you know, like cows on a ranch. But that is extremely rare. But there are no albinistic animals or something like that, or are they? To be honest, I'm not sure completely if there is a white deer in the game. I never saw one, so if stuff is rare in this game, it is, even compared to other games, it's really rare. But personally, I think this game is, for its age, it's still today, it's an amazing game. It doesn't look completely horrible, so you can see a clear difference to modern games for sure, but it doesn't look completely terrible, and the gameplay and the overall package you get with this game, I think, is even for today's standards amazing. And one great thing, to get back to the weapons topic, one great thing is there is no grind for currency or money or credits or perks or stuff like that to use or buy equipment. Everything is available from the beginning. So you start the game and you have access to all weapons, to all calibers, to all scopes. The only thing that is hidden behind, let's call it achievements, is the gold skin for the weapons. So the metal parts of the weapons in gold. It looks really bling and it looks cool, but it's not necessary to play the game. Yeah, it's antique. It's really old school, but I think this game started or helped starting everything that came afterwards. So stuff like the Hunter and so on, all that stuff I think wouldn't be existing today if Deer Hunter 2005 never existed. So this thing started a lot, and it's an all-time classic, I think. So I'm running in the completely wrong direction. Okay. Let's cross the river and go to the other side. Like I said, the wind indicator is very important in this game, because if you walk in the wrong direction, the animals will smell you immediately, and you will find nothing if you run in the wrong direction. Yeah, you wish other games everything unlocked. Yeah, that's a little bit I think the curse of modern games. Everything needs to be locked behind achievements or DLCs or microtransactions to keep people busy and yeah, to be honest, to waste their time to unlock basic stuff. So water is too deep. That's okay. We need to find another spot across the river. Do I have Discord? To be honest, no. That's not completely right. I have a Discord account, but I never use it. So I have no Facebook, no Instagram. I abandoned Twitter, and yeah, I made a Discord account, but I basically have no time left to do that much with it. So I think if we find one more bug, we can leave this map, and we can check what our profile score is after this hunt. Why did I left social media? Yeah, basically I think that's my personal opinion. I think it wasn't worth my time. So my time is very limited, and I used my social media accounts mainly for for promoting videos and announcements and sharing links and stuff, but not that many people cared about. And I have not that much interest in the classic use of social media, so discussions about politics and all that bad stuff that happens there, that annoys me a lot. And in the end I came to the solution that it wasn't worth it, and I deleted everything. I had a Twitter account, I was on Instagram for a very short time. I never had really Facebook. I had an account, but just for logging into some apps where it was required, or where it was easier than a regular account. But I was never a Facebook guy, so. Yeah, and Twitter lost me, in fact, when they rebranded to this X thing, and when they killed the bird. I think that was a bad decision, and it's not a very healthy platform for the users. So I left everything, and the only thing social media like I have is my YouTube channel. So this area of the map seems to be quite dead. Or I missed a lot because I'm talking too much. I don't know. I don't know. But there should be the end of the map very soon. So you have a border that you cannot cross. You get a message that you leave the hunting area. And that's it. Compared to modern games, the maps are quite small, but I think they are large enough. You can explore them without a vehicle. but you have the option to use a horse or an ATV if you want. But I don't use them at all. Yeah, he basically ruined it. That's right, and that's the friendly version to say it. Yeah, the horse is basically a great option to explore the map, but I think it's not necessary, and the ATV is way too loud. If you drive around in this ATV, you scare everything away. And as you can see, this game has actually critters. Something that is missing in Thund3r 2 completely. There is a raccoon, and every map has basically their own critter population. On this map you have turkeys and raccoons and squirrels and stuff. You know, what would I choose, horse or ATV? If I'm forced to use a vehicle, I would pick the horse, because the ATV is way too loud. So, but we are not that lucky today with bugs. We can shoot a doe, but like I said, it doesn't matter for the profile score. And if you shoot them, you spook everything. You additionally spook everything away. So I think it's in most cases it's better to let them live and check if maybe a world record bug is behind the next hill or small forest. I think that's more worth it. So, and for the first person and third person thing, I'm switching right now. So that's what I mean. If you switch to third person, you get maximum view distance, and you can instantly see on the horizon if something comes into render range. So you can see immediately if there's something around, even before the trees get rendered. Yeah, you can shoot the critters. You get no points for them, but you also don't get illegal. The only exception is, I think, I don't know if it's on this map is one. I don't think so. There is an eagle or an hawk flying over some maps. If you shoot them, you get instantly illegal and your hunt is wasted. But these smaller ground critters, you can shoot them, but there is no benefit. But I'm switching again because I think third person perspective is way too easy. But it's a great option for scanning a map quickly. Crazy question, yeah, for sure. Okay, nothing again. So, and basically another great thing in this game, as you can see, you can activate a rangefinder for your scope. So that's amazing, because that eliminates the need to switch to the spotting scope or to the binoculars so often. You can keep your weapon and check the distance. That's very convenient. Way of the Hunter, next stream. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if it happens in the next stream, but in one of the next streams I plan to play Way of the Hunter. But I cannot promise if it will happen in the next stream. That takes some preparation. I haven't played the game for a while. I need to update it and do some tests for the stream, for the quality, for the settings. So at some point in the near future there will be a Way of the Hunter stream. But I'm not sure if that will be the next stream. I want to play Way of the Hunter again because I saw the latest weapon DLC that added new calibers, and it added a 375 H&H Magnum. And I think that is one of the more interesting features in the game, for me at least. And I think I will buy this DLC, and if I made some tests, we will get a Way of the Hunter stream. So now let's complete the map check. We're walking around for a while, but let's go back to the north and check the other side from the farm where we started. We need one more bug to reach the bag limit. Oh, 45 minutes already. Okay. That was quick. Yeah. And just a question between, the crackling sound in the microphone still gone, or? Hey, welcome to the stream. Make it a little, it's gone. That's amazing. I have no idea what is causing this. It's gone. That's great. So I'm switching back to first person mode. Yeah, what I forgot to say at the beginning. Yeah, difficulty. We are playing right now in expert difficulty. You have several levels to choose from, and the main difference is the amount of animals on the map, and I think the behavior of the animals. On expert difficulty, it's the highest of the options. You don't have that many animals on a map, and they are very sensitive to get spooked. But I think on higher difficulty you get more profile points. I'm using a repeater. What kind of repeater are you talking about? You're talking about a network repeater, or I'm not sure right now what you mean. Yeah, and the expert difficulty, it's not that hard, but it can happen that you don't see anything interesting in the whole map, or very rare. Oh, the weapon. Oh, sorry. No, it's a lever rifle. It's a customized lever rifle. Let's check. So it's a classic Winchester lever rifle. Yeah, caliber is 375 H&H Magnum. Way too big for deer, but it's a game, so I don't care. There even is a 7mm option, so no, that was a raccoon. What should I play? Carnivores? Is this one of these dinosaur hunting games? A doe again. Yeah, and another thing, you can see I activated the hunting guess, so I get displayed that it's a white-tailed doe, and the amount of details in this hunting guess depends on the amount of points you spend in the profile on that section. Yeah, as I recently saw some videos about dinosaur hunting games. They looked really entertaining. That's some stuff I want to try at some point when I have some more time. But I think that will take a while, so the major plan for the future is to maybe include some Way of the Hunter every now and then in my non-existent streaming schedule. And yeah, I also want to stay in Hunt Sim 2, even if there is not that much to do, but I think I like the game and I think it's entertaining, and I will not abandon it in the near future. And of course Deer Hunter, because this game is very, very special to me. It's free, this dino hunting game, it's free, okay. Yeah, that changes not the fact that I don't have that much time to play that much games simultaneously. That's my main problem. So in this direction we should come back to the point where we started. Maybe I missed something on the way, but I think we only saw the spike bug at the beginning and the one we shot. That's not much. Yeah, okay. Modding games can be difficult. I'm using some that aren't really mods, but I use some customizations for this game too. And depending on your operating system, they are quite difficult to install to work properly. That's the curse with modding games. You need to tinker around a lot to get stuff work. Although, game, please give me my second bug so we can make a map change. Yeah, Thund3r is it has an extremely bad reputation. I can understand that for the most part, but to be honest, I don't care. I like the game. I think it has some advantages over other games. In the first place, for casual players that don't want to spend thousands of hours in a game. So Thund3r is quite easy and casual friendly, but of course not that polished and not that high quality as other games from AAA companies. So it is what it is, but I think every game has its audience, and even it has a bad reputation, I still like to play it. Yeah, the fines are annoying, but at some point it doesn't matter. You get money and credits so fast. If you get fined 250 bucks for an additional shot in the end, it doesn't matter. The message that is displayed in the screen is more annoying than the fine itself. So let's change the camera again. So. I think we end this map very soon. Yeah, but it's kind of fun. Yeah, it's a quite easy and very fun game for people who want to play maybe for an hour or 30 minutes session after work and don't want to hassle around with all that stuff that comes with the more complex games. So the max render distance of this game, there are two answers, so I can show that before the map change. This is a stock map that came with the game when it was released. These maps have a render distance of 200 meters. Before anything is hidden in this wall of fog. So you can see that in the rangefinder. 195. So. And the tree is gone. 2 more steps forward. And there he is. 179, so 200 meters 200 meters view distance on standard maps. On most custom maps it's 360 meters. And it is adjustable in the map editor. So if you create when you create a map in the map editor of the game for the custom maps, you can choose the view distance where the fog of death hits you. So 200 meters standard maps and 360 meters in most, not in every, but in most custom maps. So my strategy, at least for standard maps, is calibrating the zeroing of the weapon for 200 meters. And if I'm closer, I need to adjust my aim. So I have a fixed point for orientation. If a deer appears at the horizon, I can set a precise shot on point. And if I'm closer, I need to play around a bit, but that's fine. Yeah, Hunter Classic, most realistic. If you say so, I don't played it that much. It was when I played it was quite realistic, but the free-to-play stuff annoyed me a bit. So yeah, almost 1 hour stream. We hunted one map and found one bug, so we leave this map. So yeah, as you can see, we started with 2 profile points. Now we have 4 profile points, and the next rank will hit at 10 points. I think every 10 points, I think, is a profile rank increase. So up to a maximum of 160. You can see in my old main profile created 2004, that's 160 points. That's the champion hunter. That takes a lot. That takes a very long time to reach. So I wanted to show this weapon thing. Weapons, custom weapons. Just a quick impression. So you can choose the weapon type you want to create. You can choose the caliber you want to use. You can choose the scope, the crosshair. You can activate or deactivate the rangefinder, and you can set the calibration. And you can pick the skin for the visuals of the weapon, but that's just fluff. The microphone sounds weird again. It's cracking again. We had that problem at the beginning of the stream, and I'm not sure why. Is it crackling when I'm talking? Just a bit. Okay. Okay, I need to check that later or tomorrow. I think for today we have to live with it. So I'm sorry for that. Yeah, and this is the weapon customization window. And you have a lot of weapon types and calibers. And so for the calibers you have, yeah, 7mm Magnum, 6.5 by 55, 4570, 375 H&H, 308, 300 Win Mag, 3030, and so on. The smallest is a 207. Yeah, and you can customize almost everything. And in the tooltip for the ammo, you can see some information for the best range and recommended range, and for the energy or velocity level of the bullets. So you can customize your weapon how you want. So yeah, this game has no tutorial basically. It got fixed. Yeah, I think this sound problem, it comes and goes, and there is something wrong in my driver, I think. Maybe I need to do an update. So Deer Hunter 2005 is one of these games that have basically no tutorial. You need to find out everything yourself. So there is, I think there is potential for a long-term stream project with this profile. So if there is enough interest, I can explain some of the stuff that is happening. So I think we play one more map, I think. It's a midweek stream, and at some point I need some sleep. Work is waiting tomorrow, but I think we do one more map. We pick. Let's pick Illinois. There we have fields again. Salad fields. So again. Yeah, good night. See you in the next stream. Thank you for watching. You ordered a PC a few hours ago. Yeah, that's great. It's a, let's say it's a personal thing, but I was never a console guy. I own some consoles. I already own a PS4, but it's standing around for most of the time. This game, Thund3r 2005, yeah, it's free because it's abandonware. So if you check my channel, I have a video with basic informations on customization and mods and patches for the game. And there I'm talking also about the download options and where to get this game. And I'm running in the wrong direction. That's amazing. But basically this game is free, so it is completely abandoned by the people who developed and published it, so no one cares, I think. But one thing I need to say is to get the look of the game like it is right now in this stream on my system. This is not out of the box. When you install this game, bison in this game, no. Thund3r 2005 only has deer. Whitetail, mule deer, blacktail deer and roe deer. If you want other animals than deer, oh, I walked again in the wrong direction. If you want a game similar to this with other animals, there is a series called Trophy Hunter. I have one of these titles on my system, Trophy Hunter 2003 Rocky Mountain Adventures, I think it's called. And there you have bears and bison and moose. Or bison or buffalo, I'm not sure. I completely lost track where I wanted to go. So let's go north. Yeah, these abandoned games, in general it isn't that bad that they got abandoned. One problem is there is no longer any kind of support, so if you have a problem you need to fix everything by yourself. No, the cars, no. They don't harm you, so they are just decoration. And just to show you that not every area is that easy, like that you have seen in this stream so far. And let's go into the forest. So these open fields, open areas, they are very easy to hunt. But at the point when you enter the forest, it gets difficult. Some areas are even more dense than this, but it's quite hard to see anything. You have no visual indication for animal sounds or something like that in Thund3r 2, where you can see the icons of the animal sounds. Something like that is not existing in this game. So in fact, I'm walking way too fast in this situation. If you want to stick to first-person perspective and hunting effectively in these dense forests, you need to be very slow and very silent. Unless you want to spook everything around you. Yeah, first person in Deer Hunter is my favorite also. Sometimes I use third person, but that's basically to scan maps really quick. It's handy, it's a tool, but for the actual hunt, I prefer the first person perspective. What are you? Ah, a spike. Yeah. It's a spike bug. This guy gives exactly 0 profile score. I think in most hunting games there is at least the option for first person, or it's even limited to first person. I mean the third person option in Thund3r 2 is quite useless. So yeah, he got spooked because I'm walking in the wrong wind direction. Okay. Before we end the stream, I want to find at least one more bug. I don't want to end the stream with 1 trophy and 2 points profile score. Even if it would be okay for the first stream with this title, because there is a lot to explain that takes away the actual time for hunting. But I have to say, I'm surprised that people actually watching this. So I know this game has a fan base, even if it's a small one. So not many people already play this anymore. So I'm really surprised. that we have viewers on the stream. Let's speed up a bit. So these open areas, they are a lot easier to hunt. The dense forest is more challenging for sure, but depends a lot on my mood right now, what I prefer. Yeah, that's the thing with hunting. A lot of people don't like hunting, and a lot of gamers think or believe hunting games are boring because yeah, not that much happens compared to other action-oriented titles. But that's all that it's personal preference. So to the north maybe. But for me it feels good to return to this game. I'm playing this basically since release in fall 2004. For sure I have some breaks, but I'm playing it frequently. Yeah, I think there's a lot local difference in the different countries when it comes to hunting. I get this question, or I got this question in the recent streams, if I'm a real life hunter, but that's not the case. I'm from Germany, and hunting in Germany or everything weapon related in Germany is extremely difficult and extremely expensive. And to get a license requires a lot of effort, so I prefer hunting games. It's a lot easier and a lot cheaper. Yeah, I mean, bears are quite big animals. What kind of bear? Can you explain? Black bears in Romania or bigger? Yeah, yes, love, expensive everywhere. But I feel the license requirements in Germany and all that. In my feeling, that makes it in Germany more expensive than in other regions of the world, I think, because everything in Germany is completely regulated in yeah, absolutely to the dead end. I'm not completely sure, but I think in the US, for example, it should be a lot more affordable to go hunting, I think. Oh, there is one, finally. He's a small one, but that's completely fine. Where we have our caller. Yeah, the license is the least expensive when you get hooked. Yeah, okay, when it comes to equipment and rifles and collecting stuff, yeah, for sure. That's expensive everywhere, yeah. So let's see if we can get a bullet cam shot. No. But that's fine, he will go down. First gun, second gun, scopes, accessories, clothes. Yeah, okay. I can understand that, so that's expensive everywhere in the world. I can imagine that, yeah. It's similar to everything else when you get hooked and want to expand your hobby, then gets expensive really fast. Yeah, I think that's an amazing description. It's a lifestyle that requires a lot of investment, yeah. So, our second bug for the stream. After more than 1 hour, okay. But that's fine, it's a small one, he gives points. The shot was quite bad, but I don't care. I'm happy that we get our second bug. 95 points. Hell no. Okay. Let's return. So, yeah. And here you can see the trophy card of the animal. It's quite detailed. Every tip is measured and the difference, so you can have a typical or non-typical, yeah, or an antlerless. So here are the does displayed if you have one. But so far on this profile we have only typical whitetail bucks. And this trophy room I think is quite amazing because every animal you bag ends in this room without paying for displaying the trophy or stuff like that. You can watch every animal you hunted. Everything is saved here. So that's another nice feature of the Hunter 2005, I think. So, and we get 2 more profile points. We are still a tenderfoot, but I think for the first stream with the Hunter 2005, that's okay so far. Fine. So let's check. Yeah, 1 hour 20 minutes. So like I said before, work is waiting tomorrow. I need some sleep. Thank you for watching. I will end the stream. very soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave me a comment if you want more Deer Hunter 2005 streams. If there is enough interest, this might be a long-term stream project to play this profile. Maybe up to the Champion Hunter, I don't know. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye people. Good night. And see you in the next stream.